Oh, hi everybody, it's Dawn with Dawn's Crafty Corner. Alrighty, so let me start out with my shout outs. First I want to shout out Claire over at Resin and Realness. When I checked the other day, she had 69 subs. I'm not sure where she's at right now. I'll check and I'll post it on the screen. So let's see if we can get her up to 100. If you want to know more about Claire and her channel, you could check out Andy over at CCK Resin's live last week. Not the one this past Tuesday, but the one before that. And she was a guest on there, and you can learn more about her channel. My second shout out is Tina over at We Resin Texas. She has 150 something subs. I'll put it on the channel up here somewhere. Can we get her to 200? She has a Buy Me a Coffee. So if you can, she also has a storefront on her Buy Me a Coffee. So go over there and support her and make a purchase. And you'll see her in comments and chats and live chats and stuff. She's always supporting other channels, so let's go support her channel. I know if you want to learn more about her channel, I know she was on one of Andy's lives roughly about a month ago. So you can search through his past lives and check it out. I may link each one of the lives for Claire and Tina in the description box. I think that's what I'll do, make it easier to find. Alright, so announcements. Alright, so speaking of Buy Me a Coffee, I also have a Buy Me a Coffee. You have many options. You can do one-time support. I have like 3 or 4 different tiers. I have a lifetime membership. Anything, I haven't started a storefront yet. I'm going to look more into that. But I'm going to pop up the QR code up here, and I'll also have the link in the description box. It's just a way to support the channel. Everything will go back into the channel. Helps me buy, more tools and resin, because I'm going to actually need some more resin here soon. Yeah, so the Buy Me a Coffee. I also have a couple giveaways. I don't know if I'll have this posted by 8 p.m. my time, but if I do, my resiners ends today at 8 p.m. my time, Hawaii time. And then I have an Into Resin giveaway that ends October 2nd. So make sure you go enter those. And then next, so my sister from another mister and another mama, my friend Bev and I, she's my goddaughter's mom. We've been friends since like 6th grade, and she has been inspired to do resin from my channel, based on my channel. And she created her first 2 resin pieces, you guys, and I'm gonna pop them up on the screen. Check them out. She did pretty good for her first time. And having minimal supplies and whatnot. So do me a favor, comment below, and in a separate comment from your you know what? Actually, put it with the comment for the giveaway I'm going to announce here in a minute. Comment and give her some kind of support, some kind of advice for a newbie. Something that you wish you had learned when you have first started. That's what I want you to do. And just cheer on our journey. Okay, so what I'm going to be using today is also what I'm going to be giving away to one lucky viewer, and that is the Rolio Neon Pigment Paste Set. It has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It has 12 colors. And today I'm going to be using the yellow and the pink, obviously, you guys. I mean, come on, does that surprise you? But I'm giving away one of these sets to one lucky viewer. So I also, underneath your comment, of advice and, cheering her on for Bev, I want you to also hashtag Rolio and hashtag DAWNSCRAFTYCORNER. You know, that way those are on there too. But that's what I want you to do to enter the giveaway. Comment for Bev, hashtag Rolio, hashtag DAWNSCRAFTYCORNER. Alright, so I also have a Rolio code. If I could find it, I don't have it right now, but I may pop it up on the screen. If not, I will add it to the description box. Alright, so what am I going to do with these colors today? I need more spaces, more tools for compartments for tools, whatever. So I'm going to make my brush holder for my new tools, because I also just got these nifty spatulas that everyone's using, and I can't wait. So I know this takes 10 ounces of resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 ounces in here, 5 ounces in here. I'm going to do 1 pink, 1 yellow, or 1 pink, 1 yellow. I'm going to do the glue trick that Michelle over at Glitz and Glitter showed us. Because I want it to marble, but I don't want it to combine. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my Resiners epoxy resin. Part A, Part B, one to hardener, one is your epoxy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all gloved up. I'm going to mix my resin on my Resiners dual head mixer. And when I come back, the pigments and the glue so that you guys can see how to do that. And then I will throw it in the Resiners bubble remover. And then I'll also come back again and we'll pour the product. So it'll be a few minutes for me, but just a second for you. So see you when I get back.
Dawn's Crafty Corner, where we do it all. Hauls and reviews, crafts and resin calls. Thanks for subscribing. We got that aloha vibe. Join our circle. Fun you can.
Alright, so I have my resin mixed up. I don't have a lot of work time because it is warm here. So here are my colors. I'm going to first get off what I can from the plastic here, because I don't want to waste any. It's from the top, but I want to mix it up real quick. Always mix up your pigments. Alright, I'm going to mix it in here and scrape my sides and my bottom from the from it just coming out of the mixer, because I want to make sure it's all evenly mixed in. Wipe my stick so I can check it properly. Alright, I think I wanted a little bit more. Also, before you stick your mixing stick in your pigment, after it's in your resin, make sure you clean it, because for those who don't know, pigment paste is actually made with one part of your epoxy, and when not knowing what part was used in it, you take that chance of curing your pigment paste. Alright, a little bit more, because I want it opaque. It's a pretty yellow. look at this side of the stick because of the dark end. It still has pigment. Alright, I'll set that. Alright, let that sit there and degas. Clean off my stick so I can do the pink. Alright, let me stir up the pink. I'll also scrape my sides and my bottom. Make sure all my resin is thoroughly mixed. Ooh, that's such a pretty color, you guys. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure you guys are not surprised of the colors I have chosen to do first out of this set. Anybody new to my channel, you will quickly realize that these are my favorite colors. Alrighty. What more? Let me clean up my stick and check. I think I might want just a tad bit more. Just a tad bit. I'm off camera. When I'm doing that, I'm cleaning off my stick. You do just a tad bit more. Alright. Have to hurry up. I don't want to lose time. Alright, so next, before I put it in the debubbler, I am going to add my glue. Let me close these up so I don't knock them over or spill them or anything like that. Alright. So, rule of thumb, and something just flew in my resin. Little now. The joys of working out on ONI, you guys. Alright, got the little bugger. So, rule of thumb, you do 1 small drop of the clear Elmer's glue for every ounce. I have 5 ounces in each cup, so therefore I am going to do 5 drops of glue in each cup. And it'll leave it like a snot-like consistency. And then I'm going to pour in my mold. Doy. Alright, so that's 5 drops. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. Come on, 5. 5. And it's just tiny drops. You don't need any big. And as you stir it, you'll see that it'll get a snot-like consistency. See what I mean? See the snot-like consistency it has? And I'm going to do that for the pink as well. Turn that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Sorry, my husband's Alexa just went off. Alright, so we stick it, we stir that 5 drops in there. See, once again, we're getting this snot-like consistency. That's the consistency you want. Alright. Let me throw this in my debubbler, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want any bubbles in my project. So what I'm going to do, there's 99% alcohol in this bottle. And all I'm doing is I'm just spraying inside my mold. That way, all the nooks and crannies you know, there's less chance of trapping air bubbles. And this is the second one I've done for this one, and yeah. Alright, so now I got my alcohol in there. Let me put that away. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to do a little, it's starting to warm up, so I have to hurry. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I'm just going to go, because I want to make sure what touches the mold first is what is going to be seen. So I want to make sure I get both colors in to be seen in all sections. And then you can see on the side. You can see on the side as well. It looks like it's pretty much full already. But I have some over here that I can fill up. Alright, yep. So I think because of the glue, it didn't take the full 10 ounces. But it is definitely domed. Alright, so I do have this little pillow. So I'm going to go ahead and marble the pink and the yellow into it. I don't know how many ounces it takes. And it looks like I'll have enough to fill this up. At least pretty much I'll probably be able to fill this up. I'm going to take my new handy dandy scraper and take and scrape it. Make sure you get every ounce, because guys, resin's expensive. Alright, I've done everything. That is everything out of the pink. Can't get no more pink out. Alright, now about the yellow. I think I'll be slightly shy, but that's alright. I'll just trim it if I have to. Of course, my dog's going to bark because there's a car out there. Alright. Alright, you guys. So, I am going to throw these on my heat mat. And I'll be back in a couple hours with the final project. And you can see that it marbled nicely, because you can see on the sides here. So I'm excited for this. Alright, you guys. See you back in, it'll be a minute for you, but it'll be a couple hours for me. Alright, see you then. Alright, we're back. It's time to demold. It's been several hours. I had to do some errands. So let's demold our extras. I did a little pillow. I have a project in mind for these. Not this particular one, but one in general. My husband actually came up with it, and I thought it was a great idea. So, you can see where I marbled really nicely. You know, the yellow and the pink. Did look like it combined a little bit, so I might have needed a tad bit more glue, because it looked almost orangey in this area. Alright, now, this one is more difficult to demold, so I may have to take and pull it towards me, but we'll see. I know in the past I've had issues. Alright, yep. I gotta pull a little bit towards me. But basically, you roll the short ones up and work them out. And then you work the big one out until you get that suction out. Come on. Come on. You can hear my neighbor's child. Come on. I don't want to rip my mold because I definitely need more of these. Come on. Break the section. Alright. First one's out. Let me get the second small one out real quick. Don't rip, don't rip. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. I just gotta get this suction off on that one. Almost, you guys. Sorry it's not in the camera. Okay, got it almost out. Alright. Let me flip my mold back in. Always make sure your molds are flipped back as quickly as possible. Alright. You guys ready? Da-dum! So yeah, it does look like it combined some. Where the pink and the yellow mix, you got a little bit of orange. So I may do it again. But use a little bit more glue. I do have to trim the edges. Because it did shrink. But yeah. And I got this to put like my tools in. You know, my little spatulas. You know, that kind of deal. Yeah. What do you guys think? How pretty is that? It did turn out pretty though. But I didn't want the orange. I wanted more pink and yellow. But I love that pink. That pink color is beautiful. But you can see it did marble. So next time I'll use a tad bit more glue. So since I have 5 ounces, I may do 6 drops. Maybe my drops were just a little bit too small. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Don't forget to join the giveaway for your own set of the neon color pigment paste set from Rolio. Basically, what I want you to do is make a comment for Bev, you know, to cheer her on, give her a newbie advice, and then hashtag Rolio, hashtag DAWNSCRAFTYCORNER. And that will end 2 weeks from today. And I don't know what that date is, but I'll post it up on the screen right now. And good luck. I now have to go draw for one of the other giveaways that ended today. But we have one other one, so make sure you go and enter them all. Alright, you guys. Don't forget to show a little aloha to somebody today, because you never know. They need to hear it. And until next time, bye guys.